Onset Road. We are out here. We are out here. Let me send this out real quick. Social commands, live tweet. See if I send that. Oh, that didn't work, so I have to reconnect that. All good, all good. We'll figure it out. Live. I'll just send it to the Discord. And we are out here, man. Let's talk about it, man, because it seems like today's video kind of stirred up a lot of controversy, and I'm always available to talk about it. That's what we do this for. I normally wouldn't speak some that I don't feel confident in what I'm saying, but I always leave room for improvement. Whether that be in my opinion or just gathering more information, I'm always open to it. What up, Reckon? What's good, Slim? What up, Starfish? Cam, what's goody? You, Jawanko, or Jawacko. Hey, what up, Brandon? What's good? Let me do this real quick so I can get this out the way and I could give you guys my full attention. Give me 1 second. I'm almost done here. Save that. And we are good to go. Salute to everybody in the building. Jeff Stokes. What up, Rudolph? He said, Slim said he spoke facts. What up, Vinny? Appreciate all your comments, man. I truly appreciate all your comments that y'all put in. And maybe we could help narrow down some of these comments and really talk about it, get into it. I need to adjust my lighting too. Give me 1 second. Let me refresh this and go into the live so I can see what it's looking like. The homies, give me 1 second there. That's good. Okay. Oh man, it's not giving me the total amount. Why is it on like a full screen? All right, I guess we're just gonna do it like that. Let me see if I could, all right, there we go. All right, man, time for some church. Time for some church. Let's get it. Let me adjust this lighting here as well real quick, and then we could just get it in, talk about it. That's the right light. That's that light there. So I need the top one. Well, I guess I could probably put that one up. The left light needs a little bit more light. There we go. That's probably better. I'll put it at 5. All right, man. Salute, drug face. What up, Jonathan? Yes, sir. Move some stuff around. The sound is on. Everything is good. All right. CB, I see you. What up, OG? Hey, I appreciate that, Jeff Stokes, man. This, it's what we do. We just enjoy being out here, man. You feel what I'm saying? I think some folks just lose touch with that. Zidane Dada, been a legend for 32 months. If you guys would like to join as a member, you're welcome to do that. Just type !member or !join in the live chat. The link will come up. You can join today and you'll get a badge by your name. I'm not sure about the update. We was talking about it last night. I'm not sure what they fixed. It could be in preparation just for a new season. Hope you're having a great day. It's been a while. Hope you're having a good one too. Timothy Edwards, appreciate you being here. Dunk meter needs to go. I was talking about that too, Legend Lone Wolf. That dunk meter is awesome. I love the dunk meter. I just suck at it. It's like I don't feel it feels unorthodox to flick up and down as you're driving to the rack. It just feels it makes me feel uneasy whenever it doesn't feel like it's fluid motion. I don't know what you guys feel about it. What up, Anthony Arnold? Please hit that like button. Rose City in the building. Jack said the dunk meter takes no skill. It's too easy. It's not too easy for me. I'd be having trouble. Yeah, they said quick drops is... Mike Wang released a tweet saying that it was just a small tidbit of information that they're thinking of removing quick drops. He didn't actually say he's removing quick drops. He put the image of the quick drop animation and put RIP in front of it. Yeah, it's not natural. There you go. F dunk meter. They need to make shooting tough unless you get the right puzzles to hit. I don't know. I feel like shooting was good this year. Even right now, like I get on the game and I struggle with shooting, but then I could go like a week of shooting really good, thinking you got it in the bag, and then it just changes on you. I like what they did with shooting. If you're open, you know your shot, you more than likely knock it down. but it's really a matter of you getting out there and learning that jump shot. We've seen it happen multiple times. Oftentimes it's just the jump shot you're using, but we've seen it happen multiple times where a few of us got in the lab and we were all bricking consistently. So much so this year myself, I had to go and only shoot out the corner. And you guys often see in the background clips that I like shooting from far. But this year I had to like scratch everything I knew and go back to the corner and only shoot from there for about a week straight until I felt comfortable again. And then I moved back up, and still I'm not even the best shooter out there, not even close, but I can knock down some shots. The last video was spicy. Don said the last video was spicy. Yeah, we could talk about it, man. We could talk about the last video. If folks got questions, I got answers, or at least I could answer the best way I know how with the information that I have. Instead of quick drops, you can use rim grazers and hang off too. Yeah. Word up. The dunk meter needs work 1000%. They also don't get blocked. Yeah, it is. It's like they rather make the dunk miss instead of showing a block. Too many instances where there's just been too many instances this year where the offensive mechanics expose the limitations on defense and undermine defensive attributes. I've seen it too many times. You got folks out there with a 99 steal. It feels more like a 65 steal. You got, and I know for everybody that's in here, we may have a different experience, and that's okay if you're experiencing something different than I am. But I can say that we run with a lot of different people because we have a Discord community outside of this YouTube channel. So we get a lot of feedback from a lot of different people. And it ain't like I be out there and only trying to tell people my experience. No, I'm able to gather a lot because I try to listen to folks, what he's going through, how he adjusts, how he make that move happen, things like that. So my experience oftentimes, or what I'm saying, is not solely my own. It's like a collaborative effort in gathering information. Teach me how to time the alley meter. Well, the alley meter has been acting goofy in recent weeks. I've been missing alley-oops out of left field. Them joints was all good, and then out of left field, I just start missing them now consistently. And dunk meter is easy facts. Let's Mars Wagwan, Charles Bentley in the building. Happy Tuesday, bro. You look like you lost weight. Yeah, I lost weight, man. I'm trying to get it back up. So I'll be going to the gym very soon. I'm gonna get back on my grind and pick that weight back up. But I have lost some weight, so that's a good place to start instead of starting chubby and then trying to take the fat off and build muscle. So it should be a good start this time. Appreciate that. How do I get in the city on PS4? You don't get the city on PS4. Matter of fact, I'll tell you one thing you could do if you really want to get into the city. What you need, if you're on PS4 and you're trying to get into the city, there's a diving board. It's way in the back on the left side. You just take that diving board, and when you dive off the boat, you gotta dive. It's really complicated. You're just gonna have to dive 2 meters to the left and 5 meters upward. If you're able to make that dive happen, as soon as you go in, it'll land you on, and you'll have a PS5 next gen in front of you. It's really complicated, but I'm sure you can make it happen. It's just gonna take a little bit of practice. You'll be able to get into the city on your PS4. What up, the guy Capo? Was good. You released before the blip, it'll fall. So y'all ain't right for kicking me for zero reason. I don't even know who that is. I don't even know what he's talking about. WTF on PS4, there isn't the city, it's the go boat. Not gonna lie, you shouldn't be dunking easily unless you're pierced. I kind of feel the same way, Dennis. I wish they would take it back to that. I wish they would, 2K always had, finishing was always elite on 2K. Like you always had an option to finish well. And this year is not much different, but it feels more like an exploit than a skillful option. I don't know how many of you guys feel that way. I feel like it seems like more of an exploit than a skilled option. It finally let me see the video. What up, James? What's good, man? Please ski, what's goody, bro? Just say anything off the top. Bro, you already know the vibes, Dane. Say anything off the top. But this thing about dunking, you can miss time, the meter, and still make it. That happens way too often. It seems RNG for sure. The goat boat has sunk. Bro, if you use the dunk meter, it's no better than left right. I like the dunk meter. When you do it, it feels great. I've only done it like twice this year. I haven't been able to activate it as often as I would. By the way, if you're new here, you haven't subscribed yet, we have a huge goal to meet and you could help us reach that goal. We're trying to make it to 100K subscribers this year. Yeah, it has to happen. It has to go down this year. So if you guys got a second, you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. Your subscription will not be made in vain because I will be dropping daily content. Yeah, we out here for the long haul. 2K23 was a step in the right direction. I feel that way too, Cryptoholic. I kind of feel that 2K23 was a necessity. I just hate that we got to take these tiny baby steps and we got to play the guinea pigs for 2K's tests on gameplay. That's what I hate. I feel like the development team has way too much experience developing this game to have us play test the game is what I'm getting at. And I feel like if we're going to be play testing the game as they make their way toward the right direction, then there should be a cut in the cost. We should have things readily available for us, like respeccing our builds, options for us to say, listen, we understand the game is not as complete, like where we want it to be at as a development team. They're saying, we understand it's not even where we want it to be at, but here, take this break. It seems like 2K is more in line with, here, we'll give you the game free because we make all our money off of microtransactions anyway. I appreciate that, Lux. I don't know why they took Bullet Pisser off. City said, I'm from the LES. You already know the vibes. Don knows where I'm from. Don has friends where I'm from. And I think it's really irrelevant, but I think if you know where I'm from, it's like the content what you getting from me is IRL. It's what it is. There's no need to elaborate on it. I appreciate that though, Don. I'm a hooper going to hoop. I'm tired of complaining about 2K, learning to enjoy what I can about the game. And this facts, I was thinking about it as well. What up, Phantom? Was good, man? I haven't pre-ordered the game yet, Fleesky. It's facts because, like I said, going into 2K24, I was so disappointed with my current experience on 2K23. Especially when I go out there now, when I like yesterday loading up and experiencing, it's like, no way that they ruined this joint this bad. So for 2K24, I think I'm going in it with like a different mind state, almost expecting to be disappointed. And I'm making it my goal to just have fun. And it's not only a goal that I have set for myself, I'm setting it for we're going to try to set a precedence within our community, our Discord community. If you guys haven't joined our Discord, you need players to run with, come on out and join our Discord. Type !Discord in this live chat. The link will pop up and you could join right now. It's free to join. We're going to do our best to set a precedence within the community to have fun, bring it back to fun. Because we've been down and out on 2K for too long. It's been a few years already that it's been like down and out. 22 was all right. 23 was great on release. Terrible right now, in my opinion. 21 was horrendous. Really close to 18. The last time I had the most fun for the entirety of the annual cycle was NBA 2K20 during the Legend run. The only reason why there was a Legend run is because I was able to play the game consistently. It didn't feel unbearable or exhausting. So in 2K24, it's going to be my intention to have fun again, whether that's tournaments, league gameplay, pop-up tournaments for cash prizes, trying to flood the park, having some park gameplay in there, pro-am competitive gameplay. We're setting everything in line right now within our Discord community. So we definitely want to bring it back to fun. If you guys are looking to have fun on 2K24, You could share your thoughts and opinions with me, and maybe you could help create some fun on 2K24 if it's not all it's cracked up to be. Join our Discord. It's the best way to contact me. I'm in there every day. Exclamation point without a space in between. Sorry, I'm missing the comments. Yeah, I'm getting to them right now. If I missed one of your comments, just copy and paste it. Thomas Dunn in the building. He said, I actually feel 2K23 was a solid game. I'm with Brute on how it feels. Like the interior defense is trash and it has a lot of issues, but 21 and 22 was so much worse. And I could dig it. I could get why some people will feel like it was all right. It was a solid. And a side of me feels like it was solid until you start experiencing these goofy things that are completely out of your hands. We're talking about the inbound pass, out of your hands, instant turnovers. We're talking about a player throwing it down court and fumbles the rock, like if he's catching a cannonball. We're talking about 2K slowing down your momentum on fast breaks. We're talking about the break starter badge not working. We're talking about being thrown out of bounds by other players. We're talking about not even being able to take the baseline. We're talking about 6'1s dunking on 7-footers. Should I keep going? There's too much goof. 3-second, 4-second steal animations that last way too long and it's out of your control. Canned animations that are completely out of your control. Like the homie said, solid game per se until these goofy levels start increasing in areas that you have no control over. Then it's like, where did that come from? That stuff wasn't even in the game. The lead pass is taking you 15 feet out of the position you were supposed to be in to shoot. Just allowing the deep catch animations that allow the defense just to recover. Why do you need to be a super athlete? If you're going to give us these catch animations, why not give us an option to relieve ourselves from those catch animations? You know, come on, man. Come on. What are we talking about? You know, I understand where someone can say it's a solid game. I get that because there's instances where 2K really shines, like in responsiveness. Sometimes when it's responsive, you know instantly and you start feeling like you're finally playing up to your top potential. But that don't last more than a day. The very next day you get on and it feels like a completely different game. You're kind of sliding. You know there's a hidden latency in there. Something's happening. Your steal animations are super late. Your jump shots being mistimed. Your rebound boxing out. You had the board. Why didn't you get it? How about offensive boards? Listen, for every instance that we can consider 2K23 as a solid game, we can come up with multiple instances where it's not so solid. So I feel like if 2K got rid of those goofy things, then yeah, this joint would have been top 5. I honestly feel that developers got it down with making next generation single player games, but do not know how to make next generation multiplayer games. And you know, in today's video, I had dropped talking about a tweet from Uncle Demi. And when I'm referencing Uncle Demi, especially in today's video, when I'm referencing Uncle Demi and his connection with the community, I'm doing it from a perspective like, homie, you already said you were part of 2K, bro. So, in my opinion, what's the difference between you and Ronnie 2K? I don't hold my tongue when I speak about Ronnie 2K. We already know, if you guys weren't here for the story way back when, I could tell it again sometime soon. But my little cousin, who has one leg shorter than the other, oftentimes he walks in circles, so you got to kind of set him on a straight path. One time, he was about to set it on Ronnie 2K. He's only 4'5". I don't know if you guys know, Ronnie 2K is like 6'3" or something like that. So I don't hold my tongue when it comes to Ronnie 2K, but why should we hold our tongue with any other 2K affiliate that intends to make himself public and try to sell us bills? You know, am I mistaken about that? And I'll tell you the real fact. I'll tell you the real fact, how I really feel. Yeah, this is how I really feel. I think them boys' hands is tied. So when I'm referencing, like in that last video, I wasn't only, like I really wasn't even speaking. Uncle Demi was like a afterthought in the whole thing. I'm really speaking about 2K and their practices. So I feel like the devs, even when we talk to the devs, their hands are tied. Why? Because the top two execs at Take-Two want that money. So when they want that money, they hire devs. Devs, they got to make sure that they creating a game that encourages people to make that money for them. No, is that mistaken? Am I mistaken in that? You feel what I'm saying? So I understand. See, I look at the devs as higher paid IT guys. And I mean that in no level of disrespect. What I mean is they are not creating the game. I don't feel like they're creating the game that they want to create. Because I feel like they have the experience and capacity to create flawless, amazing. They're making a game with compromise to their creativity in order to entice you guys to make more microtransactions. That's how I feel. I could be mistaken. I could very well be mistaken, but that's surely how it feels. I don't know. I think everyone is entitled to their opinion, but everyone also is entitled to critique those opinions. You're not wrong. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. I love it. That's how I feel too. You're entitled to your opinion, homie. Go ahead, speak your opinion, but yeah, there's gonna be repercussions for that. When you speak your opinion, there's gonna be people gonna talk. All 2K is not perfect. I just have fun playing my career. Yeah, if you play my career, it's light work. You could have fun. Uploads all year to mainly replica builds, trying to get people to make a new build. That's what I heard. Like I said in the video, I don't watch. I did pass by his channel every now and then, but I don't watch the homie's channel. I remember this year in particular seeing a replica build, and I said, "Oh, all right, I got what the homie's about." And I'm not knocking him for it. To each their own. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to knock him for making replica builds. All I'm saying here is, if you're gonna be a 2K representative, you got to be ready for the opinions and thoughts of others. Just like Ronnie 2K takes that heat, Mike Wang takes that heat. Yeah, if you want to represent 2K in that way, go ahead and make that choice. It has nothing to do with success or pursue your path, homies. Nobody's hating on y'all. Pursue your path. Trust and believe. Get your bag the way in which you see fit. But don't expect the same level of respect as the next man, because we don't respect what the company you're representing is doing. Point blank, period. Is that not right? Am I mistaken? Help me. Help me. Help me. Is that not right? And if it's wrong, I'm open. It's open. The floor is open for discussion. If I'm wrong, we could talk about it. But that's where it's at. If you're gonna represent some people, vent. You feel what I'm saying? You got folks that are paying a high price for entertainment. What is the problem? Is that it's not a low price for entertainment. It's a high price for entertainment. And then some things that are out of control, like a patch, for instance, that changes the player you invested in. Imagine that you pay $100+ and change the player that you invested in changes completely. That 99 steel turns into 80 steel. In what world? Are you kidding me, bro? You go from Kobe to J.R. Smith instantly one day, and maybe a 10-minute patch that it takes you to download your patch. How you go from Kobe to J.R. Smith? Anybody's gonna be upset, bro. Anybody. Hey, what up, Agent Q? Somebody said they made one build for 2Ks. They let you transfer your bill to the next game. No, you're still paying. Tim Montana said, I am really hoping that they provide an avenue to redo your bills instead of creating a brand new one just to adjust a few attributes one way or another. This would help with bad patches or updates. Is that not a fair compromise right there? See, these are the type of, for the folks that are more closely tied to 2K. I was about to say closerly. You see, there's the differences between me and the homie. His vocabulary is super extensive. Mine's has got me saying things like closerly. So That's the differences there, but I'm okay with those type of differences. We got to see if other homies are okay with that as well. But having to respec your build would be absolutely amazing, and that's a fair compromise to say, all right, listen, we know we're changing the gameplay. We know a lot of you guys put your steel up to 99 because steels were overpowered in the beginning of the year, and you wanted to take advantage of how overpowered they were, or how good the attribute was, I should say. So we lowered the slider on that particular attribute that you invested mainly as your main attribute for your build. So because of that, we'll be able to allow you to respec your build. If we touch any attribute, you should be able to respec it. Closerly. Keep that. I'm going to make a t-shirt that says closerly. Closerly. That's some crackhead stuff. Facts. With every patch, we should get the ability to respec. I think that's a fair compromise, yeah. If we were spending, let's say, if we were spending $20 on a build, forget a respec. I know folks that complain, they got to deal with that. We are spending upwards of $100 for one build, and I anticipate, which, excuse me, this year, as soon as 2K24 drops, one of the first things I'm going to do is talk about the pricing for builds. So I did that last year, and we're gonna do the same thing again this year and can make the comparison. We're spending a lot of money on these builds, and it's somewhat of an investment. And our investment goes down the drain instantly. And I don't know if 2K's argument is like, well, it's not down the drain because you can still play with it, but it's not playing up to where it was prior to your patch, prior to your gameplay change. My player was playing like this. After your gameplay change, my player plays like this. He's limited. If there's limitations forced onto the player that shows a drastic difference from prior to the patch to post-patch, respec should be an option without beyond a shadow of a doubt. It goes without saying. I don't get it though. $20, I wish. What up, Luck? You have to look closely or you won't get it. Facts, Dizzy. You see what I'm saying? If you're not looking closely at things, I can't even say that with a straight face. Oh man, that was good. Oh man, I'm probably good. That's probably gonna end up in a meme or something. $9.99 to respec is not that bad idea either. I think that's a fair. Nobody really gonna want to do that. They don't want to pay nothing, but I think that's better than what we have for sure. 2K will let you bring your build, but none of the stats. Facts. They bring your build, but none of the stats. It would be great if we could keep our VC game to game. That would be great. That's definitely some wishful thinking. I don't know if we'll ever come to closerly, my word of the day now. Facts. Closerly. That's that homeless vocabulary, bro. I'm telling you. Facts. Everyone chance to change. Respec looks like everybody. Well, what Anthony Ortiz is asking, what's a respec? Is respec used to be an option. We had that once upon a time. And what it allows you to do is readjust your attributes. And that's what we're asking for. Like, an option to readjust our attributes after 2K drops a patch that changes the effectiveness of particular attributes. We should have the option to change up our build. And that should be done with every patch that changes the particular attributes. Dread Edition was not Battle Pass. I think we're getting closerly to a better 2K. We could be getting closerly to a better 2K. Oh, man. Life is good, man. God is good always, all the time. Man. EA needs to bring NBA Live back. A lot of people say that when we come to this point. EA needs to bring NBA Live back. I don't think we have fully grasped. I spoke about it multiple times here on the channel. I don't think we fully grasped the power of 2K in collaboration with the NBA. They're the ones who got EA shut down. It was reported by Brian Masick from Forbes.com. They wanted to release a free-to-play game. The NBA went at EA and said, nah, you can't do that, bro. That's going to affect 2K sales. So that'll help you give you some insight. That helps to give you some insight as to the power that 2K has. It may give you some insight as to why we're not seeing no competitors come up. And seasons are horrible. I don't want to pay $100 to play Fortnite. Thoughts on 2K being subscription? It's tough because I spoke about this battle pass a couple years ago. It has the capacity to be a good live service game. This way we'll save our money on that unit. As long as the inflation costs don't double, I think it'd be a much better idea to have a live service. So at least we're saving money on that unit sale. VC prices and things that you pay for are going to continue to go up, but at least we'll save that unit sale money and we could put that toward VC. I don't know. I don't know how they will pursue a battle pass option. I know they definitely have to adjust these rewards. I know that much. And rewards is what's going to sell a battle pass. So they wouldn't have to take any shorts. And I think 2K is hella creative enough to make sure they're giving good rewards for a battle pass option. Rewards that basically wouldn't have you say no to it. You know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't be the same rewards we got now. Like they wouldn't give you my team rewards in there. They have to come up with something completely new. Revamp interior defense will make it hard for rim runners. That's wishful thinking. I hope so, because 2K hasn't been able to get interior defense done right in a long time. Yeah, it's been better than it was on 2K23, but it's been a long time coming. So 2K should never. Oh, 2K should have Venice Beach or Rucker Park. Yeah, like the NBA Live did. Yeah. 2K, the community goes like this. I'm your mama. I'm your daddy. I'm that ninja in the alley. I'm a brother when you need him. I'm a true player when you see him. I'm your pusher man. All right, bars. Damn, you just made me you just made me read that whole. Somebody put that man on. I'm your pusher man. People only play park. EA doesn't need NBA. EA should make. I feel the same way. T Dot. We need a game. We need a game that just creates a 5v5 environment, 3v3, everything. You know, 1v1, 2v2, 3v3. Creates those type of environments without NBA licensing. And we need a reputable company to make that happen, because people really enjoy the rec center. They enjoy Pro-Am. They enjoy park. That's a whole game mode that could prove successful. We need a random park and a squad park too. I love to just see them return the game back to being basketball focused instead of city/beach and stuff, trying to look like or feel like GTA. And I like the idea of having a GTA style thing, but I would always choose gameplay over everything else. I'd always choose the gameplay, like for them to improve gameplay before they improves the aesthetics. I'd always be the case. I'd never want them to mainly focus on aesthetics over gameplay. But I like the idea of eventually headed down a route where folks could just come out and chill on the bench prior to playing ball while your homies are playing that game. We all just vibing. And it looked like 2K was headed that direction where people were joining your park just to chill and vibe out with you. How did we come to a place where there's not one crowd in the park? Nobody goes out. It feels very different than the vibe it used to have. What's good, Young King? What up? That's Curtis Mayfield. That's what you better score _Tay said. Not original. I think 2K don't listen to the community, but the 2K contract with Livestreamer to give their opinion of the game. You know what crossed my mind as well? And this just happened, and I can't say this is fact. I'm not even no way saying that this is fact, but it crossed my mind before I went live. What if this whole thing, like today's video and everything, is just serving as a distraction to pass time because 2K didn't have no fill-in for the rollout because they pushed the rollout back 2 weeks. Yes, last year was on August 3rd that we got gameplay information, and this year is 2 weeks later. Maybe there was just some way to create a distraction so we don't pay attention to the lack of information that we're getting for the game. Interesting stuff. And I hate to sound so conspiracy theory type of oriented, but man, when I started thinking like the shystiness, it's like everything's up. You know, anything could happen. Just look at the bots up in Rookieville. Crowds are very rare in Nugent. See what I'm saying? I hate how 2K trying to make the game too realistic when it's a whole video game. That should be for maybe they should consider splitting the game modes. They had cages before, and I never liked going in cages, but I played Park. You feel what I'm saying? Then I'm sure Pro-Am players at that time was like, how you play Park? Just like me now, I mainly play Rec or Pro-Am, and I'm thinking, how do you play Park? You know what I'm saying? So they should just make sure that there's different stages to accommodate the different types of players out there. Trash now. 2K, GTA, Call of Duty. That's Tim Turner. I feel takeover should be based on what you do during the game. If you're shooting bad and just dunk, you shouldn't get a shooting take, especially if you're locked up. Not a bad idea, Cam. Not a bad idea. It'd be one takeover, and whatever you're doing to get you into takeover is where you shine at. That's not a bad idea at all. I can see that. Do you think any creators that said the game is the same comes out and admit saying it's not the same? I don't know. I don't see what's the problem. That's my trouble. This is what I don't understand. In my opinion, okay, all right. I'll put this question to y'all. Do you guys think that 2K23 is the same as it was when it dropped? If it's a yes, put number 1 in the chat. If it's a no, put number 2. I should see a lot of 2s. Don't let me influence your decision. If you feel it's the same, put number 1. If you feel it's different than when it released, put number 2. I can't understand what's the big deal with just saying, yo, this is not the same game. I can't get that. Nuruddin said it's the same. Anthony Arnold, I see 2s. Vincent says it's the same. We got some 1s in there, more 1s than I thought. Look at. Oh, there goes the 2s. There goes the 2s. Yeah, look at that. It's a different game, in my opinion. You guys are seeing it on screen. Look at all the 2s coming in. You guys are seeing it on screen, yeah? I'm not so, it's not me. We play the game every day. It's not just, the channel is based off 2K. What do I get out of trying to bash the game? It's not my intention to bash the game. My intention is to share with y'all what I'm actually experiencing in the game. And it's not solely me that's experiencing, it's me with a bunch of other people that are feeling very similarly. We're feeling closerly. If you wasn't here for that one, you missed it. But we're very closerly to the leading 2K. But yeah, it's not my intention. If the game is dope like it was in the beginning of the year, what was I saying? I was saying that the game is freaking amazing. One of the best 2Ks. It's on par. That joint changed ASAP, B. That joint changed with a patch, bro. And it was over with. Oh, man. It's without a doubt a completely different game than the first month of 23. Same goes in my team. That's Raising Vibes. They be changing-ish all the time, gameplay-wise. There you go. And that's how I feel, too. It's like without a doubt. So what is the issue with someone saying, yo, it's a different game? That's not bashing the company. That's speaking your experience. But don't get me wrong. I understand how if there's a sweat out there who's in the lab 24/7, even though I still feel that them boys will feel differently as well. They'll feel very similar to what I'm saying. They'll feel closerly to what I'm saying. That's going to be the word of the day, for real. Closerly. If you're a sweat and you're constantly practicing, you're in the lab learning these dribble moves, you're on a different wavelength than a lot of the other players out there. You're always improving, you're always working to get better, and that's a daily effort on your end. So I understand how you guys may not see the drastic differences in gameplay because you're working so hard at getting better every day. But how about them folks that don't invest so much time labbing? How about them folks that just want to chill, vibe out, day after, time after work, stress relief, whatever it is, and they experience a drastic difference in gameplay. They were already hitting from a casual side of things. They just got on the game, go into rec. They built their player up already. They go into rec. They're knocking down their shots. Good money while they're at work. And how many of you guys tell me this, yeah? How many of you guys have a good day on 2K? Hear me out here. How many of y'all have a great day on 2K one day that you wake up, go to work, and while you're at work, you're thinking, damn, I can't wait to get off work so I can drop somebody off again because I played so great yesterday? How many? Hey, appreciate you, Renzi2K with the 4.99 super chat. Love you, City. Been F with since 2020, my boy. Salute to you, Renzi. Always appreciate the love and support you offer. Super dope, man. Again, by the way, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. We got to go for 100K subscribers this year. You guys can help make that happen by subscribing today. Truly appreciate it. When they tweak defense and touch steals, it allows the dribble to take more risks. Team ambush. Hear this statement, team ambush, because this is one of the arguments that I was making just yesterday, and I've been making this argument as well. 2K has so many opportunities to teach bad players how to play better. There's so many teachable moments in the game, like, for instance, a primary ball handler and the shading system. He makes the wrong move. The shading system tells him, you're going the wrong way, Brody. There's a 99 defender right there. The homie bumps into him, crosses back over, and then a slow cross, a winding cross, where that 99 steal should pluck it instantly. Such a good teachable moment to tell that man, don't ever cross into the defender again, or else you get the ball stolen. Make sure you keep the ball secure, keeping on the opposite side of the defender so your body can keep the ball secure as well. Such good teachable moments that 2K, because they wanted to dumb down the game from what we had in the beginning of the year, they lowered that slider. So now what do we got? Ball handlers crossing right over into defenders, and that 99 steal gets undermined. All those Hall of Fame badges get undermined. $4.99 from Renzi. Another one. All love, bro. Community is clean and smooth. You're doing it right. Super salute to you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, these are good teachable moments that I feel like, because there seems to be, the best way that I could put it, there seems to be a lack of respect for the player base. Because if there was respect for the player base, they'd understand that the player base is going to do what it takes to meet the learning curve. This is why folks were so excited in the beginning of the year for 2K23. They were super excited. So again, salute to you. Appreciate that, Renzi. $4.99 super chat from Renzi. Super dope, man. But, too many instances, they fail to have those teachable moments in the game that penalize poor gameplay. And what do we continue to see? More poor gameplay. Closerly to bad gameplay. Closerly. Don't forget that. The animation needs to be worked on. Only one guy in the NBA got 99 steal, and that's Kawhi. Don't get me wrong, park players are all sweat, left, right, cheese, lean in how to play the game is what makes 2K nice. But you park players ruin basketball. That's why there are so many updates. Only big issue hating is inconsistency on server mechanics, which affects a lot of the stuff inside game. And I'm glad you brought that up, Chosen, because I feel like the inconsistency on the servers is what messes up a lot of things. This is why in one day you can get on, and within a couple hours at that, you can get on the game and have a great experience and a bad experience from one game to the next with the same level of competition in front of you. Even if you got matched up against the same team back to back, you would have a night and day experience, and that happens way too often, where 1 second defense is tremendously responsive, and then the very next game, the defense is not nearly as responsive, but we're talking about having the same level of competition in front of you. And that's what we've noticed this year. What up, Slim? What's good, brother? Slim in the building. They cater to players who just dribble with no purpose other than to dribble. And at the start, those players were getting plucked. Yeah, they were getting plucked. They were learning really quick. You know what's crazy is that 2K made the changes before the 6-1 became the meta. You know, what I'm saying here is that the 2K community would eventually have gone to the 6-1. When they made it to the 6-1, they wouldn't have been getting plucked nearly as often. Remember, we had tall point guard builds in the beginning of the year. So they would have still been getting steals, but it would have been legitimate for the most part. I didn't like the reach around type of steals or the from the back type of steals, but a good majority, when you went the wrong way and you put that ball right next to that defender, and that joint was getting plucked. And that was good teachable moments that the community is smart enough to adjust to. They would have been smart enough to adjust to it. We just had to leave it alone, in my opinion. Much respect to you, my guy. What up, Harlem? What's good, man? I don't think the park players is the problem. They are exploiting the game. It's the design exploits that should be in the game at all. We keep like trying to pass the buck here. It's facts. I kind of feel the same way. The exploits, there's too much experience at hand here, y'all. A player cannot ruin the game unless they got a cheating device. If there's no cheating device, then a player should not be able to ruin any games. There's a reason we have access to these buttons. There's no restrictions on which buttons you're pressing. We pay for this. This is ours. And if there's no there's no cheating device, then it has to go back to the mechanics of the game. I feel the same way. Appreciate you saying that. Another $4.99 super chat from Renzi said 2K isn't like it was before. I really think 2K20 was the last real 2K. All love, gang. Stay easy. You be easy too, Renzi. And I feel the same way. 2K20 was the last real one for me. And even in 2K20, we had complaints, but they weren't to this extent. I don't feel like the community was complaining. Maybe we have more access to complaints. Maybe that's what it is. But it felt like the complaints back then were mainly based in cosmetics. The complaints we're experiencing now, or the reasons for complaining now, seem more like gameplay oriented. If most labbed in how to do moves and mechanics, the game would be a lot better for most. This facts, yeah. I noticed when I got into the lab, it started feeling a lot better as well. I didn't realize how much I needed to be. And I think that's what folks don't understand is that respect the game. Like I'm saying, I want 2K to respect their player base and penalize their mistakes. I think as a player base, we need to respect the game in front of us. The problem is, and by respect, I mean put in that lab work. If you want to be good at Call of Duty, you need tons of practice, right? So if you want to be one of the GOATs, you need tons of practice in order to shine. The same goes for 2K. The only problem is that 2K fluctuates this idea where for the first 2 months, you need tons of practice, and then they'll dumb the joint down. And you're like, hold on, that dude ain't even he ain't never been in the lab. How is he? Nah, hell nah. How did that happen? So I think those fluctuations of inconsistency make you wonder what you're practicing for. Yeah, gameplay is horrible is what United Drills of America said. Bruh, just face it. 2K trash and we're going to keep buying. And that's another thing as well. This is facts. I am going to buy 2K because I see a lot of folks in my comments saying, but you're still going to buy the game. Facts. I'm buying the game. Let it be known I am buying the game. I'm a grown man. That doesn't mean that I can't express what I'm feeling about the product that I'm purchasing in hopes that it gets better. Like, what are we talking about here? The fact is that 2K does make changes that address community concerns. The only problem that I personally have is when they make those changes, there's a ton of other things that are either added to the game unnecessarily or removed from the game unnecessarily. So they'll say, yeah, we're removing quick drops because the community said it's OP. But what the hell else is going to mess up when they do that? That's what we, that's what they're gonna end up. No more limitless takeoffs. You feel what I'm saying? That's what probably happened. Mess around. That's what happens next year. Ain't nobody taking off from limitless anymore. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the problem. It's like, yeah, we like that they hear us sometimes, but man, why does other stuff got to be added or messed up? Why do we got to get catch animations for our jump shot when that was never in the game? T. Dot said, "You are the problem, City, and I respect your opinion. Respectfully, I think you the problem." So yeah, respectfully, I think you the problem. I don't see how I could be a problem as a player sharing his journey on 2K. It just so happens that we built the community and now we're able to talk about our experiences with a lot of people. That don't make me the problem. You think I have any influence whatsoever on 2K? Not one bit. Not one bit of influence on 2K. There ain't no way I could be the problem. Impossible. 2K may just remove limitless takeoffs. See what I'm saying? Dami said that. If you that's you see, some of these folks' egos think because they're a YouTube creator that they do have influence over 2K. Some of these folks' egos, some of these creators' egos will lend to the idea that they have more power and influence than 2K. Nah, B, that ain't me. Okay, one last, my girl questioning my purchases. Renzi with another $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you, Renzi. But big dogs, big facts. But yeah, I don't have that ego, yeah. I know how small our channel is. I understand how small our platform is, especially when you compare it not only to other creators who have much larger platforms, but when you compare it to the monopoly that is 2K, we're minuscule. It's like a boot in an ant, not even tinier than an ant. So I get where I'm at, and I don't ever lose sight of that. I just so happen to build a platform where I can share my journey and talk about it. That's it. I can't see myself being a problem about it. But I'm open. It's open for discussion. I'm open for feedback. Share your thoughts why I am the problem in 2K. I'd love to create some dialogue about it. What about the stitching on the... Somebody left a comment. Somebody left a comment. I don't know who it was. I can't recall. But somebody left a comment on the video, said, "I'm astounded at the stitching in the jerseys." Salute to you, Renzi. Thanks again for another $4.99 super chat. Let's get it, man. She's watching his purchases closely. Thank you. I kind of feel the same way, Dane. It's like, yo, ain't we all fed? Am I tripping? Are we not all fed up with the crazy gameplay changes? And the only thing that remains consistent is the rise in prices that you're paying throughout the year. Like, how is that not astounded, man? Yeah. We need higher thresholds for the best animations in each category. Better yet, have physicals play a part too than just vertical. Great. Definitely some good feedback on that, man. I think this year we would have to band together to put forth a class action. We've been hearing class action lawsuit for years now. And I'm not saying that it can't happen. It's just hard to bring people together over the video game. And then when you look at other companies, like I hear the Madden player base is super frustrated that they're kind of light years ahead of what 2K is attempting to do right now. Madden has already had that in the bag for years. So I think it's just more complicated and less likely to happen by trying to band us together and create some sort of class action lawsuit. I think a few emails to the right place. I think a few emails to the right people might prove more of a benefit. And you guys determine how you make that happen in your own way. But a few emails to the right people outside of 2K could probably set something in motion to take a look at this stuff. Where the VC glitches at? VC glitches got patched ASAP, huh? VC glitches came and gone, bro. How is it that 2K is on top of their toes when it comes to glitching, doing VC glitches? Stop buying this BS and things will change. That's what T-Dot says. Stop buying this BS and things will change. You know, there's the thing, and I get what T-Dot is saying. You know, ideally you say stop buying it, right? Ideally you saying why keep getting abused? But everybody's choice for their entertainment is their own. A lot of people, like myself, for instance, I play basketball. Damn, I always had a basketball in my hand. This is morning to night. Always had a basketball in my hand. Played a lot of different sports, but basketball mainly. And if you're anything like me, as you get older, you're like, man, I'm not going out there on the court like that, like I used to do every day. So, you know, you get your basketball fixed through entertainment, a video game, which is quickly becoming, if it hasn't become already, the #1 venue for entertainment. There's no other option for basketball but 2K. No other realistic option for basketball but 2K. It's the closest thing we have, but that still doesn't mean that we can't voice our opinions on what should be changed to make it even better. I feel like we all felt like 2K was just so close to being everything that everybody wanted, with just a few complaints here and there. And it feels like, in a way, they shifted that dynamic and everything pivoted to right now, we don't know where we're going. And that's it's like 2K23, I think, was a step in the right direction, but we had 20. First we had 20, which was solid. Then 21 took it way to the left. 22 went back way to the right. And then we got 23, and that joint went left and right. So now it's waiting on 24. We're like, what the hell we do? Fingers crossed, hoping for the best. You know, so City has built a platform for us to network and create relationships and friends. I made actual friends in this community. That's why I'll keep buying it and playing ball. There you go. We try, you know, I know a lot of you watching probably think that it's mainly just this YouTube. We spend a lot of time and effort in our Discord community, bringing players together. So a lot of time and effort is spent outside of this whole YouTube platform. You guys are all welcome to join me as well. !Discord to join. But yeah, you know, we try to extend. It's like that dude. I don't know if you guys. I grew up in the project, so it's like we had this dude Ralph who opened up a little center. I had a little space at the bottom of my building. I was in the middle building of the projects, and in the middle building they had a little center. So he like rented out that center and he put a bunch of games in there. We would box in there. He set us up with a little ring to box in there, just to have fun, do something outside, like of what you would, instead of being mischievous, you could go into the game room. Not only that, he would host tournaments throughout the PJs. And this was huge, you know what I'm saying? So it kept us busy. And I think, you know, that's the kind of space we in, a space to keep us busy. Join Discord. Appreciate you, Renzi. Don't get in trouble with your wife, bro. You know she's watching you closely. That's exactly how I feel. We've been all over the place since next gen, and I think that's where a lot of problems lie, which is weird because 2K14 was goated while 21 was awful. Yeah. 2K20, and that was our biggest argument. 2K20 had the same exact park, and I remember making videos about this. It was a copy and paste environment, but that goes to show you how like the community itself is really not focused on the environment. We just wanted that adjusted. We saw the gameplay was solid. In other words, most players were content with gameplay. We wanted adjustments in gameplay, but they were slight. It wasn't the biggest argument. The biggest argument was how it looked, and it was a copy and paste neighborhood. Now it looks amazing, but the gameplay is suffering. So if I had to choose, I would rather have better gameplay and the same exact part than 2K focus on how the game looks and lose focus on the gameplay. And I know the devs don't feel like they're losing focus. I get it. But the way I feel as a consumer, as a player, which I'm entitled to that opinion, I don't feel the gameplay is up to par. Resi girl getting closerly and closerly to getting a smile. You're a real true dude in 2K community, bro. Surprised you don't got more subs. Hopefully we get there, Trent. Appreciate that, Trent serves. But yeah, hopefully we get to that point. You know, I'm striving for a goal this year of 100K subscribers. So if you guys got a second, please consider subscribing because I definitely like to reach that goal this year. 2K rim running our pockets. Facts. They are rim running our pockets. That man Rezi about to be outside in the city for real if he keeps super chat. Went back to Call of Duty after a few years and have more fun. Yeah, I went back to Call of Duty as well. And that joint was fun. That joint was fun. So yeah, I'm getting back into it now. Good graphics with bad gameplay ain't it. That's Akeem bro said that. 2K20 is a perfect example. Yep. You had me dying saying made bills to get people dropped off. Well, 100K on the way. Another $4.99 super chat. Renzi off the Henny. But yeah. You know, talking about the Uncle Demi making bills again, like I said, I don't go to the homie's channel like that, but I did see a couple videos this year passing by, and they were replica build videos. And I remember clicking on one and saying, impossible, you can't make that build. And I don't know if that's the extent, but from what I gathered from the community and the feedback that I got, that was his way of showcasing 2K replica builds, which is, again, not a bad thing, but these builds are really expensive. So I think there should be some sort of disclaimer to say, this is what you fit in the face. And I'm not trying to tell anybody how to do their content at all. But I know maybe if it was me and I had a build that's completely not a viable option. I've made builds that are really different. I've tried this year. And ironically, like someone mentioned my 6A center build, ironically, I could still bring out my 6A center build to this day and have fun.
Let's go.
And most people wouldn't count that as ideal. And it's facts that not everybody could play how I play it with a 6'8", but the fact is that it's fun. So I made a build about it. And from this experience alone and the future, I will be dropping those disclaimers myself, a learning experience for me as we're playing the game, which I normally try to do. As I'm making a build video, I'll explain, well, this is how I play with it. So if you guys intend to make this build, considering how much these builds cost, be on the lookout for this or that. Call of Duty, I'm on Warzone. I'm playing Warzone. Yeah, it's facts. Be more. I get it. And I'm not knocking this. This had nothing to do with that. That was just like a passing statement. My whole video had nothing to do with Uncle Demi and his builds that he makes on his channel. I was lending to the idea. All right, I'll give you guys a perfect example. I was lending to the idea that what if Ronnie 2K says, make this build? And he shows you the replica build. I'm going to show you these replica builds. I'm seeing it the same exact way. Ronnie 2K, Uncle Demi, both representatives of the 2K, the company that's trying to dig in our pockets. That's what I'm seeing it from. So when they're telling us to make a build or they're showcasing a build, they're doing it from a place, in my opinion, is being done from a place where 2K, they help 2K generate more microtransactions is what I'm getting at. And I see nothing wrong with that for them to get their bag in the way in which they get their bag. But just if Uncle Demi does it or Ronnie 2K does it, I will call a spade and speak on it the same exact way. How can you tell us to make builds that aren't even going to be a viable option online in order to compete? It wouldn't. Those bills will get dropped off. So that's all I'm saying here. That can't be wrong, right? That can't be wrong. Yeah, the homie said, we get what you mean. Why do you have to put it for something you're not selling? And I get it. He said, why do you have to put a disclaimer? It's for the integrity of the brand that you're building. That's why you put a disclaimer. If you want people to see your future builds, instead of having the homies, I'll give you an idea, Tim Turner. You don't need to put a disclaimer. But of course, what's the repercussions for not telling people what they're going to experience is they're going to come back and say, yo, that build, I got dropped off. So what happens to the future of the integrity of those builds that you make? Folks are going to say that build get dropped off. Homie, who told you to make that build? Again, to each their own, but I'm speaking this in general terms. For anybody out there who's attempting to get folks to make replica builds, you're going to get some heat in return. Unless you say something like, make this at your own risk. I'm just showing you that it's a replica build. If you want to make your favorite type of player, this is how you make it. But yo, homie, at your own risk, because the stats look crazy. You get what I'm saying? This is how I would do it. From what I've seen out there, you don't want to have this because this attribute didn't meet that threshold when you could just go too high or something along those lines. But no obligation, to each their own. But to each their own, we'll have our opinions, right? I never seen one replica build that was good. Not this year. Not some that was crazy. Maybe the claw was good. 2K got a 99 for microtransactions, which are OP every year. Bet they won't patch that. Facts, Facts. Another 490. Yo, Renzi turned the chat up. 499 from Renzi said, people don't understand the amount of time you put into perfecting your build. It's a grind, bro, but I'm done. She literally behind me right now. Oh, man, he turned us up. Renzi in the building. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you doing that. That was super dope, man. 347 in the chat right now. Oh, we pulling numbers like that. I appreciate that, Steven. Thank you, bro. Bill's stats were insane. Curious to see how this season will play. This might become the new wave. None of them replica builds was good for Park. Yeah, I didn't think so either. I didn't think that was good for Park either. Fishy too, how every build is a demon for them because they got a sub to fake a real W. Lee say I made this build, and that's what you know what's crazy? I don't drop, and again, there's not a challenge between me and the homie. I'm not even speaking about more. My sights are set on 2K always, and any representative of 2K. If you're a representative of 2K and you're getting people to spend money or you're influencing them to spend money in areas where they shouldn't, then more than likely I'd be talking about you in a video. Doesn't matter who. Everybody could get it. Anybody could get it. It just doesn't matter because my best interest is the people who help build this platform. My best interest aligns with my experience playing the game. So if I'm experiencing something like that, then I say, nah, B, don't do that. The truth was the only one that was usable. Oh, okay. The garage tonight. Oh, I was going to mention the only build videos that I dropped, and people kept asking me, yo, drop a build video on that. Yo, where's that build video? This is all year. Yo, where's the video for that build? And I can't even tell you it's on my channel, but I can't even tell you because I put it under a different title. It wasn't even like you must make this build or the goated build, the best 2K build, none of that. I don't do that for builds because I know that with the builds in particular, it meets, not everybody plays with a complete team. I could like slack on particular attributes because I know the team around me and there's a lot of us. So where I lack, somebody can make up for. You know what I'm saying? So I keep that in mind. So when I do drop a build video, it's for a build that I could definitely say has proved to be a viable option for me, which you guys see in the clips in the background of every single video. So there's no shorts. Why? Because there's money y'all gonna spend. That's money. So I don't play around with that. How you spending more money on a build than you spend for the actual game that has all these different game modes in it? How does that make sense? So when folks are coming out, you know, showing more builds, becoming salesmen for 2K, I'm like, how, bro? How could you do that? It bothers me because I'm thinking, to each their own. Again, to each their own. But my opinion on it is, damn, homie. You know how many of the young homies made that build, and now they can't even run out there. Their friends are gonna clown on them. Ah, man, that's, it's kind of, to me, it seems kind of shady. And I understand nobody's forcing anybody to make anything, but if you know the build is not a viable option, come on, man. Oh, City, I've been gaming since 1992. I'm about to be 53 tomorrow. God bless. Happy birthday, man. And I game because I like the comp. Yeah, I only want to run and watch solid content providers. Please never change. Salute to you, Steven. I appreciate you saying that, man. I haven't changed, and as long as I've been alive, I changed in the sense that over the years I've been able to develop some core principles that just can't be penetrated. And I'm a Taurus, so oftentimes I'm stubborn. But I'm always open to growth. I could say that. Always open to growth and development. Always. How's it going, brother? If you look closely, you see. Man, I'm gonna be getting that for years, probably. If you look closely, you'll see 2K just has to implement the fun factor back into the installments. And I feel the same way. Yeah, 2K does need to work on implementing the fun factor. That was one thing that I thought was never gonna be a problem, is that no matter what, your motion was so fluid that it was always fun. In 2K23 is, I guess, during this transition while we're like the gameplay testers, we're gonna have to go through this transition where, the fun is gonna be slowly eliminated until it picks back up again. Hopefully it picks back up sooner than later. Hopefully 2K24 has something to bring to the table, especially considering it's their 25th year anniversary, also considering that Kobe's on the cover. So we need Closerly hats. Yeah, I think Closerly has my homie Tim Turner. What a which king needs higher VC contracts. A good thing for you with Closely, yeah, man. I know I'm finna get it for resurgence. I know I'm finna get it. See, but the difference is that I caught myself. We was talking about resurgence for Call of Duty. Tron, in all seriousness, as if he was debating a case, was like, what are you talking about? Reassurance. We're going into the reassurance game mode. And we're trying to tell him, what do you say? Reassurance? Yeah, reassurance. We're going into I'm going to reassure you that we're going into reassurance. So, you see, I caught mine ASAP. Tron would have went the rest of his life saying reassurance for resurgence, Call of Duty. That's the difference. 2K23, in my opinion, is the worst 2K ever. I don't think it's the worst, but it has hella room for improvement. Hella room. Tron is a little special. Tron's like, what are you talking about, reassurance, man? We are out here instead of resurgence. Ain't no way. Yeah, facts the way. Yeah, it was way. After he said reassurance, he said, We said, what? Oh, man. I have a 3-point shooter with an 89. I also have an 86 dunk with an 82 strength. Yet I've noticed that I get more dunks and layups off compared to lower strength builds. Could be, yeah. Could be. I could see it happening. It's been so inconsistent to nail it down. I'll give you guys a for instance. Over this last week, I played on my 92 shooting build. And that's my favorite build all year. It's the 3-level scorer, 92 shooting, 92 dunk, and good ball handling, max ball handling. So over this last week, I had trouble shooting on the 92 3-point shot. And this was from everywhere. Open corner shots, missing. Open hash shots, missing. So I said, it's all good. I ain't finna try to relearn this stuff right now. So I ended up initially over the last week getting on my inside center build and just playing the center because I was so frustrated. Yesterday, I decided to get on my lock, and my lock could shoot. I was knocking down shots left and right, and he only has an 82 green. He only has an 82 3 ball, and that's 10 attributes less than my highest shooting build. Why do I struggle to shoot with the same shot on my 92, but get on my 82 and start knocking down everything? It's too inconsistent. That's the things that I don't like. ZNTV, appreciate the 199 super chat. Salute to you, man. My guy, the GOAT. My guy. Appreciate that, man. 21 was the worst. That's how I felt, Miles Jordan. Because I deleted. I was able to play the whole year for 2K18. I wasn't able to play the whole year for 21. And this wasn't because I wasn't good at the game. We was killing everything. It was just so watered down that it felt like it wasn't my skill that was beating the defense. It was just the exploits in 2K that allowed me to get consistent contact dunks. It got boring real quick. It got old real quick. So I'm with you on that. 21 is, if it's not right there, in my opinion, it's worse than 18. Yeah, bro, they for sure did something to shooting. You see that? I'm not tripping. Yeah. And that's why, I saw a comment as well talking about that I have clickbait titles that they made shooting adjustments. So like I said earlier in this live stream, I take you guys, I play the game and I take you guys on the journey with me. Oftentimes when I go through shooting timing, like shot timing fluctuations or these inconsistencies in shooting, I should say, I make a video about it. And I ask y'all, have y'all been experiencing tremendous changes in shooting? So I can get feedback from y'all as well. And for some reason, when I've titled it, noticing changes in shooting or shooting changes, and then, continue on with my video, I get comments that attempt to say that I'm clickbaiting. Listen, it's not my fault that what I'm speaking, the words have built some weight. I'm always gonna be me, bro. That ain't never gonna change. You think I'm gonna adjust? I can't speak about some because folks are gonna misinterpret what I'm saying. That's always gonna happen. You always gonna be misinterpreted. You see, like Tron's English is like Tron's 8th language. So half the things that I say when we're playing 2K is misinterpreted. So what are we to think about everybody else in the community? Of course they're gonna misinterpret. And you gotta be okay with that. As a creator, I'm okay with that. I know I'm not gonna vibe with everybody. I know not everybody's gonna vibe with me. It is what it is. Is it green or miss in 24? I don't know. Soon to be determined. As soon as I know, I'll definitely let y'all know. Yo, I'm missing your latest vid. You're right, man. I don't know why people are defending multi-billion-dollar corporations that have been doing anything to squeeze a dollar out of you. That's how I feel. Why? It's so unnecessary. And from what I see, it's like, damn the ego. Damn the ego. These corporate companies will chew you up and spit you out like you never existed. Hop right over your body. That's how they do, bro. And I'm not saying that you can't work. Get your bag. Everybody, get your bag however you see fit. But that stuff takes a toll. That stuff takes a toll, man. The best way I've always liked the idea of pursuing success, in my opinion, was to do it in a way in which you can maintain your complete self. Otherwise, I don't want it. That's always been my approach since young, since I was a teenager. When anybody asks me about what I want in the future, it was since a teenager. Yeah, I kid you not. When they asked me what I wanted in my future, peace of mind was my response consistently for decades now. Peace of mind. And if it didn't align with peace of mind, I want no parts of it. That's just how it is, man. Because you see too many folks go chase that bag, to each their own, but they get the bag and still don't find happiness. They get the bag and they still don't find peace. They can't buy peace. They find out they can't purchase peace. These are facts, B. How many times you see people paid straight off themselves? And they paid already. You know, a lot of folks that are poor are like, damn, I wish I could have been in his position. And he took his position for granted and took himself out. Appreciate that, Crim. They would make even more money if they would. Yeah, money definitely, you know, a lot of people like to say that folks that say money isn't everything haven't experienced real money. And I tell you, that's a lie. That's a lie. You could buy happiness for a week. You could buy your happiness for, you know, a vacation. You could buy your facade. You could buy all of that. Buy your facade. But when you home alone and you're looking in that mirror, you only gonna see yourself, Brody. You finna only see yourself. Ain't nobody standing behind you. You finna only see yourself. Since I subscribe, you've definitely been high integrity. That's why I rock with you, old city. You always been for the consumer. Appreciate that, Thor. You already know the vibes, man. We out here. Why, you know, the way I see it, why wouldn't I be when I am a consumer? It's not like I'm, you know, when I'm speaking this stuff, and if you guys put that title on me, so be it. But when I'm speaking this stuff, I'm speaking it because I am a consumer. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, if I'm going through it, y'all gotta be going through it as well. And it's like, we're all consumers at the end of the day. So I can't see no other way. I can't see it no other way. It's a product that I invest in continuously, and I'm going to speak my experience with the product I invest in, point blank, period. Money can't buy happiness, but a lack of money can definitely cause grief. I tell you one thing. Uncle Liberty, it could definitely cause grief to a certain extent. The happiest times in my life, there's facts. The happiest times in my life were the most poorest times in my life. Talking about not even 10 cents to buy a pack of sunflower seeds or a 10-cent icy. As an adult, very different. But what I'm saying is even the adults around me, although it's very possible that folks were just hiding their happiness in the partying and the drinking, the energy and vibes, woo-wee. You're talking about partying until 6 a.m, then going to the next party in somebody else's place. Just crazy. Just, it seemed genuine, I should say. It's possible it wasn't, it seemed genuine. And I'm not saying that money will hurt folks. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying is during your pursuit, make sure you keep a balanced outlook in things. That's what I'm getting at here. Because I'm not even trying to create an argument like money is going to hurt you or don't chase money, don't go get your bag. Negative, Coachy. That'll never be the case. I always say go get your bag. But just make sure you have a balanced approach when you do it, man. Because life is always going to happen. Always. And I tell you, God works in mysterious ways. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but God works in mysterious ways to give and take. Everyone is a consumer now, unless you are a Smith, some separated from the West. I definitely agree. When me and the boys was dead broke back in 2008, 2009, the best times now. We getting money, man. Go get your bag, man. That's what's up, James Williams. Salute to you and everybody else. 2K needs to give us overall Switch tokens facts. I remember being with my family and in my grandma's basement, evicted, and we still made the best of it. Spending time together, the downs come before the ups. Yes, can't buy happiness, make the money, but don't let the money make you. I appreciate y'all so much, man. You already know the vibes. You guys got my hair standing up talking about this stuff. This is the good stuff that we love to do here on this platform. Some of those things that you just need to take a breath from 2K. And that's what I love about this platform, that we could just chill and vibe out. I'm wishing y'all all safe and blessed rest of your day. I'm finna get on 2K in just a minute. If you guys would like to join me, type ! Discord. The link will pop up right in the live stream chat. You can click the link and join right now. I will catch you guys on the next video or live stream. Easy, y'all.